Hi, I'm Pat, and this is Book Chat with Pat. Today I'd like to speak with you about book banning. MJ over at Reading This Life has created a wonderful challenge for us for this year, where she's asking us to read 24 books in 2024 that have been banned from libraries or schools. MJ challenges us to read these banned books and engage in discussions about them. I accept this challenge. The first book that I would like to discuss is a novel that was a favorite among my students, the seniors that I taught, for at least the last 15 years of my career. And that book is Khaled Hosseini's first novel, The Kite Runner. This is my well-worn, heavily annotated copy that I taught from for these last 15 years. Set against the backdrop of war-torn Afghanistan, The Kite Runner depicts the story of a young man named Amir looking back on his boyhood in Kabul. Amir tells the story as an adult living in the United States in the year 2001. But then he quickly flashes back to the 1970s and to his life with his father in Kabul. Amir is the son of an extremely wealthy businessman. His best friend is Hassan, who is the son of his father's favorite servant. This is the story of an unlikely friendship between two boys from very different religious sects and very different socioeconomic classes as well. It's also the story about relationships between fathers and sons. And it's also a heartbreaking story about betrayal and eventually redemption. Year after year, in every level of senior English that I taught, this book, The Kite Runner, was the most beloved book by my students. However, this novel has been challenged repeatedly since its publication in 2003. According to the American Library Association, it was the fourth most challenged book in 2017. And these challenges have continued and actually ramped up over the last few years. It is one of the most frequently challenged books today. Objections to the book have included the following: its depiction of sexual violence. There is a rape of a boy by another boy in this book, but it is not explicit. Homosexuality, offensive language, its religious viewpoint, and in some challenges, it has been charged with promoting Islam and inspiring terrorism. No one who has actually read this book could come to any of these conclusions. In 2022, Khaled Hosseini decided to fight back. A school board in Brevard County, Florida, was going to remove The Kite Runner from its curriculum in response to an objection that was submitted by the Moms of Liberty. They said the book contained sexual content, racially divisive rhetoric, and criticisms of Christianity, making it inappropriate for students. In this instance, Hosseini, a physician and a parent, as well as a novelist, wrote to the school board himself and asked them not to ban his book. He began his letter by describing a manila envelope that he keeps in his desk, in his office desk. He said that this envelope is filled with letters that he has received from high school students all across the United States. telling him how important this book has been to them. Hosseini has said in interviews, it's vital, living in a democracy, that students are exposed to ideas, are allowed to think critically, and hear voices that aren't their own. They should learn that they will share the world with people who don't look like them or sound like them. Books are a wonderful conduit for that. In Brevard County, Florida, the school board actually voted to keep the Kite Runner in their curriculum after reading Hosseini's letter. At least in this one county in Florida, Hosseini won his battle. But he was quickly notified of another challenge in a different district. So we need to keep reading this book and other books that are being challenged, and we need to keep this dialogue going. As Hosseini says, banning books doesn't protect students, it betrays them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.